This video is going to be all about how you can use a software called Forwardly to hopefully get out from underneath high payment processing fees. You're going to be shocked at how low these fees are. Forwardly integrates with FreshBooks. I think might be a great tool for FreshBooks users who are looking for some relief from high and uncapped and increasing payment processing fees. So I hope that piques your interest. Before I show you the demo, I do want to say I have a referral link for Forwardly. If this video helps you, I would love it if you would use it. If you want to ask any more questions, email operations@heritagebusinessservices.com and we will get back to you. I'm here to help. Now let's dive in and take a look at this tool that I think can help get a lot of relief for you from payment processing fees. And then I'll show you how it does integrate with FreshBooks. So the website's forwardly.com. I'm coming to pricing. And I'll just have you come here. So first of all, 5 free invoices per month via ACH. So it could be actually free. But then you go to this pay-as-you-go model, which would require you to have a payment processing fee deducted from the payments that your customers pay you. So let's take a look at that in more detail. So when you receive money after the first 5 are free, if it's standard ACH, it's 50 cents. If it's next day ACH, it's a maximum of $3. It's capped. Not sure why this is orange. Oh, signing up before June 30th for a special introductory rate. So I guess it's going to be $10. So I want to make sure I'm honest with y'all. Same day, $20 cap, instant $30 cap. For those of you who don't need to send money, Forwardly works the other direction as well. You can use Forwardly as a bill pay software. I personally use my bank, Relay Bank, to send money for free, and I recommend Relay to all small businesses. I especially recommend it to FreshBooks users because it miraculously stays connected very easily to FreshBooks, and not all banks do. So I don't use it for sending money, but if you have a lot of bills that you have to pay, Forwardly can do that for you. But this came to mind for me because a FreshBooks user reached out to me and said, Kate, I'm getting hammered by payment processing fees. Is there any suggestions for a way I can get some relief? I do struggle with recommending FreshBooks payments. It's very smooth inside the bookkeeping software, and that is good. It's actually really good inside the bookkeeping software. It puts the processing fee in there for you as an expense, but it's uncapped, even for ACH, and I find that pretty uncompetitive. So I remember Forwardly, and I've talked with the Forwardly folks for several years now, just kind of had a relationship with them. I remember that I had a Forwardly account, and I remember that they had a FreshBooks integration. So here on their website, I'll show you, look, pretty cool FreshBooks logo. So now let me jump into my FreshBooks account and show you what I did this morning. So I created an invoice. I made it the test client, and the service was a very important service for $5,000. And I didn't send this invoice because we're not wanting to send it from FreshBooks anymore. I marked it as sent. Okay, I marked it as sent. Then, when about 30 seconds later, I came over to Forwardly, I synced it, and the new invoice was right here. And so then, here I'm able to start to click this button, and it's from this area right here that I am able to send the request to get paid. But it has the invoice details that came over from FreshBooks sitting right here. So that's pretty great. I let the guy who asked me about this know this, and he said, well, that sounds great, Kate, but what if I edit an invoice? He said, I'm notorious for sending an invoice, and then before they pay it, we go back and edit it because something has changed. Well, y'all, let me just demo. I'm going to edit this invoice. I'm changing it to $7,000. I'm going to click save, and I'm going to come back in here to my invoices list, and I'm going to hit sync because I've connected FreshBooks and Forwardly. I connected FreshBooks and Forwardly. I think I waited about 26 seconds, and it had updated the invoice. So I would be able to go in here, hit this to then begin the process inside of Forwardly to get paid. Now, I'm not going to tell you this is perfect. I think if more FreshBooks users use it, I can work with y'all too to lobby for y'all to get Forwardly to continue to invest more in this integration. My memory is that it will mark it paid in Forwardly, but it doesn't go mark it paid in FreshBooks. And so I do think that's like a gap. Forwardly, if I'm wrong, please let me know. I'll make a new video. So I would want to create my reminders here from in Forwardly, not from in FreshBooks, in case you forget to go mark an invoice as paid inside of FreshBooks in a timely manner. You don't want them to keep firing saying that has been unpaid. No doubt that there is a lot more you can do inside of Forwardly. I know we could do recurring reminders so you can set it and have the system already send your customer reminders if an invoice is unpaid. I do know, I'm going to come over here to the Forwardly page again, and this credit card processing, I don't have credit card processing turned on my Forwardly, but I went and checked that they do have surcharging. So this is a competitive enough price. It's lower than the price that FreshBooks is raising theirs to, which was 3.5% for saving cards. But FreshBooks doesn't have this can be passed to clients toggle. So if your state allows surcharging, you would be able to just toggle that on and let people decide whether they're going to pay via ACH, which is 50 cents, or credit card, and then maybe pass the fee on to them. All right, I had to make this video quickly. I know it's a little all over the place. This is not what I use for my invoicing. I want to disclose that, but I think it's worth a shot for FreshBooks users. I would love feedback from any of y'all who do set this up. I want to know if it's working. I want to know what the bugs are, and I can lobby for you. Let me know if there's things that aren't quite working the way you want it, and we can communicate with the Forwardly developers. I know that they are constantly listening to feedback and wanting to get things fixed. And you don't have a lot of other options of payment processors and accounts receivable tools that integrate with FreshBooks, where it's going to suck that invoice over within 30 seconds of creating it in FreshBooks. That's pretty great. That's a wrap on this video. I hope you're subscribed to the channel, and I hope that if you do decide to use this tool, you would say thanks to me by using my referral link, which will be linked below, or you can email operations@heritagebusinessservices.com and ask for the link. Or you can go to heritagebusinessservices.com/tools, where I have a short list of all the tools that I recommend for small business owners who are building their businesses. Most of them are tools that I use and that I'm actually familiar with. I'm Kate Josephine Johnson, and I help businesses build their business legacy.